Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Jackson Bass here on the call with you today as we are live streaming from the Peters McGonigal Press Box here at City Park in Bowen Field. I'm Jackson Bass, ladies and gentlemen, for this cloudy day as we're ready for some baseball. It is the Battle of the Rams, the CIU Rams coming into this contest, 10-20. Overall, coming off a loss to Voorhees College of South Carolina, and your Bluefield University Rams coming into this contest 17-2, number 2 in the conference. Let's talk about who's out in the field. Of course, the ace for the Rams, Andrew Arguello, on the mound. Catching Reese Genter. Over at first, Taylor Moe. At second, Kevin Torres. Over at short, Bryce Medlock. Over at third, Clay Wisner. Right field, Max Aristi. Center, Nate Cobb. And over in left, David Meach. And, of course, the DH, none other than big man Elijah Lewis himself. First batter coming up be Shane Hammonds, the left fielder. Steps in. Arguello deals right across the plate. Strike one. Second pitch comes. Loops right inside. Strike two. Shane Hammonds coming from McBee, South Carolina. Arguello deals that third ball. Hammonds gets a piece of it, goes foul. The senior outfielder over in left today. Like I said, Arguello is the ace. That goes on the outside for ball one. Known for his very crafty pitching style. Ladies and gentlemen, you guys might get to see some pretty interesting stuff while Arguello's on the mound. He's got some amazing pitch styles. As I've learned more and more from commentating baseball, it's quite the superstitious game. The 1-2 comes. Swung on into deep left center field. Nobody's going to get there. It's going to hit by the warning track. And that'll be a double for Shane Hammonds. Now batting Joshua Hernandez. Joshua Hernandez coming out of Columbia, South Carolina. Hometown hero for the CIU Rams. Breaking ball comes from Arguello. Lifted into shallow right center field. It's going to drop. That's a base hit. And now runners are on the corners. Buddy Blaisdell from Manning, South Carolina, the graduate infielder. Has a .281 hitting average. 1 home run, 19 RBIs. So he's a man who gets those hits coming. Swung on. Bypasses the infield. Going to send a runner home and a man to second. CIU up to a 1-0 lead. Robert Bell in the box, the right fielder. Bell having a .269 average. He's the senior from Palm Coast, Florida. Quite the drive from South Carolina. First ball goes ball. Arguello with the second pitch, right on the inside corner, strike one. Ducks in the pond at apologize for those technical difficulties. 3-2 the count. Score 1-0. Runners at second and first. The payoff coming from Arguello. He deals. Bell gets a piece of it, goes over the press box. Count remains 3-2. Bell doing a fantastic job of fighting at the plate. The payoff lifted deep near the warning track. Cobb steps in front, gets the easy grab, and runners are going to stay on the corners. First out, finally on the board for the Rams. Grant Bodison hitting for CIU. Breaking ball from Arguello. Not going to hold up. Strike one. One out on the board. Runners on the corners. Bodison, the senior heavy team with the 264. The pitch skids and hits up. It's going to send a runner home and move Blaisdell over to second. Rams the runner over at second. The pitch. Swing and a miss. Skids around in the dirt. And they're going to make that runner go over to third. Rams already up 2-0. And in scoring position, swinging the bat, would send Blaisdell home. The Walterboro, South Carolina native. Reaches for that swing. Strike three. It's out of there. And two are now on the board. Runner still over at third. The new batter up, Avery Blevins. Who I'm trying to find, maybe not on this printed roster, or at least not with the number he was given. Second ball comes, 2 balls, no strikes. Runner over at third. Rams trying to make Bleasdale score so that his attempts were not in vain. Arguello deals at loops on the inside. Strike 1. Check that. Ball 3. The 3-0 coming up for Arguello. Skids in the dirt. Ball 4. Pitch coming up for Maldonado. Swung on, bypasses Medlock into shallow left field, and it's a base hit. Sends a runner home. "3-0 now the score. Runners at first and second, 0-0. The first pitch comes. Rams taking the breather. Loops in. Strike 1. 0-1 the count. 2 outs on the board. Ducks in the pond. Pitch comes. Cobb with the grab. That's good for out number 3, and we'll move into the bottom of the first here on the Rams Digital Sports Network. The battle of the Rams rages on as the bottom of the first comes. Justin Parrish on the mound catching. Joshua Hernandez at first. Buddy Bleasdale at second. Avery Blevins at third. Maldonado Jan Maldonado. At short, Grant Bodison. Over in left, Shane Hammonds. In right, Robert Bell. And in center field, Carter Willis. Aristi steps to the plate. Parrish deals on the way outside, ball one. The 1-0 coming up. Kisses the sky. And the easy grab quat for out number one. Now batting at the number 2, the catcher, Reese Genter. Steps into the box. The pitch. That's low and outside, ball one. Second pitch. High, ball two. Parrish definitely likes to have the high tempo. Try to keep players on their feet. Right down Broadway, strike one. The 2-1. Swing and a miss, strike two. Reached enter already in the 2-2 in these short moments. Pitch comes. Not going to get a piece of it. Strike three, and the second out already on the board for the Rams. Clay Wisner, the third baseman. Transfer from Division II, Malone University, and out in Ohio. It's on the outside corner, strike one. That skids in the dirt outside, ball one. Justin Parrish from Dacula, Georgia. North Central Georgia, if I'm not mistaken. As that one goes a little outside for ball two. Wisner steps back into the box. Pitch comes, gets a piece of it, drops into the shallow outfield. Racing over to second, he'll get there. Rams finally on the base path as Elijah Lewis makes his way to home plate. Parrish, the right-handed pitcher, the senior, with a 4.14 ERA, having 40 strikeouts and 21 errors, giving up 29 runs. Pitch comes. That's right across Broadway, strike one. Count runs 1-1. Takes a breather, claps the hands, and deals. That's on the inside corner. Strike two, down in the count, Elijah Lewis. Pitch just outside the strike zone. Ball two. Justin Parrish Checks back. Throws the home. Skids in the dirt. Wisner going to stay over at second. Sets up for the 2-2. Parrish deals. Big swing and a miss. Makes it strike three as we move now into the top of the second, where CIU makes short time and leads 3-2. Now batting, Carter Willis. First pitch comes from Arguello. Drops right in, strike one. Willis coming from Piedmont, South Carolina. Second ball goes strike. Third pitch, strike. I don't know why he's running over to second since it was called strike and Dinter had the ball. He's going to run back. 3 strikes, he's out. Back to the top of the lineup, Shane Hammonds. Breaking ball. Gets a piece of it, goes right over to Wisner. Wisner, the quick throw over to third, or to first rather. Mo with the out. It's the top of the second. 2 outs on the board. CIU Rams currently lead. Pitch comes. Lifted high. Quick grab, out number 3. And we'll move into the quickly making top or bottom of the second. the bottom of the second. 3 up, 3 down for the Rams. Now getting their chance to try to chip away at the CIU lead of 3. And currently batting, Taylor Moe. Makes his way out. Moe from White Oak, Texas. Transfer from the JUCO Clark University. I actually messed up him and Clay Wisner's Malone, saying they were both Division III. Clark is an NJCAA, the junior colleges, which I know that there are quite a few of. Let's count runs 2 and 1. Swung on. Bypasses a couple infielders into left field. It's going to be a base hit. And of course, David Meach finally to play here at home. Steps in. Pickoff attempt over at first. Not going to be good. Mo over at first. Fast pitch on the outside. Gotta hope Hernandez is ready for some heat. Second pitch comes. That's chin music all day, ball 2. The 2-0. Swing and a miss from Meach. Strike 1. Another swing and a miss. Strike 2. Count evens up at 2-2. Runner at first. Meach gets back in the box. Pitch comes. That's a high ball 3. Coming up next, the payoff from Parrish. He deals. That's on the inside, ball 4. Take your base, as the ump says. He'll take his base on balls as Kevin Torres, transfer out of Ohio Valley University, makes his way. Pitch comes. Hernandez, Wurtzel trying to throw out Mo over at second. Sets up, shows bunt, goes forward. A sacrifice bunt moves. 2 players on the bases. I actually really like his walk-on song, and I need to find the name of it. Nate Cobb now batting. Cobb shows bunt. He gets it. Trying to make the quick throw over to first. Way off the back. Bypasses the first baseman. Sends a runner home. He's not going to make it. 1 out. Runners at second and third. Check that. He did make it. That's what I thought. But the scoring was a little incorrect. The 1 out earlier, Torres on the sacrifice bunt. Bryce Medlock at the plate, taking the number uno. Down now 0-2 in the count. Ducks in the ponds at second and third. The 0-2 from Parrish. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. 2 outs now on the board. With the Rams also on the board, getting that first run in Wisner. Check that. Mo. Owen won the count. Pitch comes. A little outside, ball 1. Pitch on the inside, ball 2. Parrish on the hill. Peers down towards home. Steps off. Resets. Aristi gets a piece of it. Count evens up 2-2. And with the catcher's interference, Aristi's going to take his base. Bases loaded. David Meach over at third. Nate Cobb at second. And Max Aristi at first. As the man, the young freshman who's hit a couple homers. See what he can cook up. 2 outs on the board. Bases loaded. First pitch goes ball. Sets back up. Another outside pitch for ball 2. He'll step back in. 2-1 the count. Pitch comes. Down by the ankles. Ball 3. Swing and a miss. Strike 2. Payoff coming up. Pitch. Gets a piece of it. Goes foul. Bypasses the press box. Count remains 3-2 as the payoff part 2. Gets in stance. The pitch. Swung, goes into left field. Hammond gets the out, and that's the end of the bottom of the second as we move into the third. Horns clash. The Battle of the Rams rages on. Buddy Bleasdale, who is 1-1 at the plate today. The first baseman made it all the way back to home after the base hit in the top of the first. First pitch goes ball. The 1-0. Big swing and a miss. Strike one. Arguello deals. Into the dirt, ball 2. Arguello, a California native from Cerritos College. As that loops onto the inside corner, strike 2. That's strike number 3. You're out. Rams down the board with 1 out. Robert Bell to the plate. First pitch goes ball. Robert Bell, the right fielder, who hit it into center field, and Cobb got right under it for the first out of, or the opening out of the game. One's across the board as Arguello sets up. He dishes. Check swing's not going to hold up. Strike 2. Strike 3 goes out. Mo gets it. Good for out number 2. Now batting, Grant Bodson, who struck out swinging in the opening inning. The shortstop. First pitch goes ball. Arguello he deals. Strike one. Gets a piece of it. Strike two. Count runs 1-2. The pitch skids right to Clay Wisner, bypasses him. He'll make it all the way to second off the error at third. Breaking ball for Blevins, who got walked in the first. The second baseman, and this is the gentleman I could not find. He's not on the roster that was given to me. Number 7 is labeled as Cody Trujillo, the senior from Greenville, Tennessee. So I do apologize for not having the location of where Mr. Blevins is from. 0-2. Now the count. Runner at second. Arguello. Checks back. He looks the stride, deals on the outside. Ball one. 1-2 the count, 2 outs. Runner at second. The pitch loops into the outside. Ball 2. Deuces are wild, as my partner Ethan Stinson always so mentions. As Blevins gets a piece of it, it'll go foul. Count remains 2-2. The 2-2 comes. Another outside makes it 3-2 payoff for Arguello. Runner at second. The pitch gets a piece of it. Still fighting at the plate, Blevins. Like I said, baited on base by getting walked in the first. Liking the slow tempo, Arguello. He dishes, bypasses, safe over at first. You're going to try to run home. Jenter is going to get him out, and that's good for out number 3. Score still remains 3-1 as we move into the bottom of the third. Clay Wisner, the third baseman, now batting. First pitch, strike. Second one, ball. Third one coming up. He deals, gets a piece of it, now down 1-2 in the count. Pitches dealt, swung on, and Robert Bell is going to get the grab over in right field for the first out of the bottom of the third. Of course, this is the first game in a series tomorrow. We're having a doubleheader. One to start at noon and the second one following, but also softball will be participating in a doubleheader against, I believe, Union. The first pitch is a big swing and a miss from Elijah Lewis. Elijah Lewis struck out swinging in the first, as that's a little low in the strike zone. Strike 2. Cross the hands. He deals high, swing and a miss. Strike 3. He'll strike out swinging again in the third. Taylor Moe up to bat. Parrish pitching very quick. First one. Swing and a miss from Taylor Moe. Second pitch is down. He'll get a piece of it. Strike 2. Not taking much of a breather. Parrish deals. Outside, ball 1. Another pitch. Big swing and a miss. Strike 3. 3 up, 3 down for the Rams as we move into the top of the fourth. It's the top of the fourth. Rams trail 3 runs to 1. Now batting number 46, Jan Maldonado. I apologize if I'm mispronouncing that, but I believe it is Jan Maldonado, number 46, the third baseman. That one skids in the dirt. Count runs 1-1. Third pitch. Line drive to Medlock. Quick out at first. As Rodrigo Rodriguez, who I think has one of the coolest names ever, comes up to plate. I had a friend of mine, her mom was actually named Tracy because she married a man with the last name of Tracy. Spelled the exact same way, too. A 1-0. Spears down the third base line. They're not going to give him the fairness. Oh, well, 1-2 now the count. Check that 1-1. Arguello deals. Now 1-2. The 1-2 bypasses Torres. Cobb grabs it, but not before Rodrigo Rodriguez can make it to first. Now batting Carter Willis. Willis struck out swinging in the second as that goes on the outside corner, strike one. He's going to strike Willis in the back, and he's going to take his base, moving Rodriguez over to second. Top of the lineup, Shane Hammonds. Breaking ball from Arguello. Ball one. Arguello clasps his hands, checks back. He deals. Loops right into the middle. Strike one. After the look over at second. Drops down by the dirt. Ball two. Three and one the count. Looks down the pike. The pitch. Right down Main Street, strike two. The payoff pitch. coming up. Hammond has to scoot out of the way. Ball 4. And now bases are loaded. Joshua Hernandez is 1-2 at the plate. Base hit in the first. And the quick out by Clay Wisner. Two out of the count. This catcher. Final out of the second inning. Arguello gets the first strike, 2-1 now. Bases are loaded, 1 out on the board. He deals fast pitch on the inside, ball 3. The pitch goes way foul into the parking lot. Strike 2. Three and 2. Now the count. The pitch. Another skyrocket foul ball. Wisner tried to get there, but it's into the stands. Hernandez fighting at the plate, number 13. Skyrockets into center field. Cobb sits under it. Quick grab for down number 2. And it's going to send a runner home. CIU now getting their 4th run of the game. Two outs, top of the 4th. Buddy Bleasdale, who's also 1-1. Base hit in the beginning of the game, and then in the top of the 3rd, struck out swinging. The first down on that 1-2-3. Arguello looks back, he deals. Line drive past 3rd into deep center field. Another runner is going to come home. Looks like Coach Schilling's coming out to talk with the ace, Andrew Arguello. And I want to send some good thoughts over to some of our Georgia. I know we have multiple members of the men's baseball team hailing from the Peach State of Georgia. And according to one of the comments, there's quite a bit of storming. And, of course, we are very grateful that we are getting no storms this way. But I would like to send some good thoughts and some prayers. Hopefully nothing too bad happens down in Georgia. Myself, I'm from Alabama. Haven't checked in with the folks. Hope they're doing quite fine. It's the first pitch, goes strike. Runners at second and third. Robert Bell, the right fielder. The 0-1 into the dirt, ball one. He looks down. He deals. He'll get a piece of it. Goes foul, strike two. All swung, tipped around, goes foul. Count remains 1-2. 2 outs on the board. Ducks in the pond at second and at third. The pitch. That's on the outside. Good for ball two. Two the count, the pitch. Swung on. Gets over to third. A misstep. Wisner gets it over to Mo in time. That's good for out number 3 as we move into the bottom of the 4th inning. After the throw down to second practice pitch, it's time to resume play. Bottom of the 4th, starting off batting, David Meach. He steps into the plate, draws his line, gets in stance. Pitch comes from number 4 on the inside. Gonna call it strike 1. comes out. Strike two. The 0-2 coming up. That's high and outside for ball one. Pitch dealt on the inside. Ball two. The pitch swung on into deep left field. Easy grab for Hammonds. Puts the first down on the board. Torres, a second baseman. The pitch hops over into center field. It's the base hit for the freshman. Nate Cobb now batting for the Rams. First pitch high for ball one. Second pitch to home. Ball two. The 2-0. Cobb gets a piece of it. It's toes the baseline, but it'll drop foul. 2-1 now the count. Rams trail by 4. CIU having 7 hits to Bluefield's 4. Both having a piece of an error. 2-1 coming up for Cobb. It'll get a piece of it. Loops into left field. Another grab for Hammond. Bryce Medlock now batting. Pickoff attempt over at first by Parrish, not going to get there in time. As the breaking ball is about to be dealt. It comes. Strike one. Second pitch, skyrockets, goes foul, strike two. Class the hands. Switches the hips. Quick pickoff attempt, going to be no good. Torres still over at first. Going to call the balk, and Torres is going to move over to second. 0-2 the count. Towards its second. The pitch. Medlock will strike out looking as we move into the top of the fifth. Shortstop Brent Bodiston. Now, it's the opening pitch of the fifth is strike. Second pitch coming up for Arguello. He deals, swing and a miss, skids around. Strike two. Bodiston steps back in. That one goes into the dirt. Ball one. 1-2. Arguello comes for you. Line drive over to first. Quick, easy out, number one by Taylor Moe. Now batting Avery Blevins. And we appreciate all of you guys tuning in on the Rams Digital Sports Network as that pitch goes way inside and by the ankle, ball one. We're going to thank a couple of our sponsors. Since 1984, Soul Construction has led the way in innovative commercial construction solutions for West Virginia and Virginia. Soul Construction, a proud sponsor of Bluefield University Athletics, is that. Second pitch goes strike. Big swing and a miss brings up strike two. The pitch, line drive past Wisner into left field. Base hit. Now batting Jam Maldonado, who's 1-1 at the plate. It's a hit. Another one bypasses the third baseman. Runners now at first and second. As Rodrigo Rodriguez now batting. Pitch goes on the outside. Ball one. Arguello clasps the hands. Checks back at second. He deals right in the corner. Strike one. One's across the board. 5-1 your score here in the top of the fifth. Gets back on. The pitch. Right over to short. Medlock with a quick throw over to first. Good for out number 2. Runners now at second and first. As Carter Willis now makes his way over to bat. The center fielder. Count 0-1. Arguello deals to home. Willis gets a piece of it. Curves up. Strike 2. Arguello really needs this final strike. He deals. Big swing and a miss. Strike 3. He's out of there. As we move now into the bottom of the fifth here on the Rams Digital Sports Network, where the Rams trail the Rams 5-1. Top of the lineup, Max Aristi from El Paso Community College. And I talk about it all the time, how I've got family out there, and I really do love the city. Right next, it's across the border is Juarez. Breaking ball, goes bunt. Quick throw over to first. And they're going to get the out to start off the bottom of the fifth. Reese Genter, the freshman, takes helm in the box. The pitch. Right inside, strike one. Second pitch goes ball. The 1-1. Right across the plate, strike two. Swung, it's skidded around. Ginger tries to run over to first. He's not going to get there in time. 2 up, 2 down. As Clay Wisner is now up to bat. Breaking ball. Loops a little outside the strike zone. Ball one. Parrish picking up his tempo. Drops right in the middle. Strike one. Across the hands. Deals. Wisner gets a piece of it. Strike two. The pitch. Wisner also gets another piece of this one. Count's going to remain 1-2. The pitch makes contact over the pitcher's glove. Second, over to first. Not going to get there. And Clay Wisner is going to be safe at first off of the error. Elijah Lewis. It's the bottom of the fifth inning. Elijah Lewis now up to bat. That's a little outside for ball one. Wisner gets a piece of it. Wisner takes off. It'll drop. Base hit. Elijah Lewis. Taylor Moe, the next Rams batter. The first pitch, little outside, but they're going to call it strike one. The 0-1, it skyrockets into deep left center field. Going to drop by the warning track. Wisner to come home. Lewis follows in suit. But will give up the out. Score remains 5-1 as we move into the sixth. I want to apologize, ladies and gentlemen. I was misinformed, but because it was not a forced out, the Rams are going to collect those 2 runs. But Taylor Moe still gets out, but the Rams are now within 2. Taman. Roy Taman. You know, they're twins. It's hard to tell them apart. Count runs 1-1. Check that 1-2. As he clasps the hands, he deals. That's good for strike 3. Taman puts the first out with a K in the scorebooks. Hit by Hernandez, deep towards the warning track. Quick grab for David Meach. Two outs on the board here in the bottom of the 6th. Check that top of the 6th. First pitch goes ball. Taman deals. Strike 1. Pitch. Right back to Taman. Quick throw over to first. That's good for out number 3. 3 up, 3 down as we move into the bottom of the 6th. Justin Paris still on the mound here in the bottom of the 6th inning. Quick 3 up, 3 down. breaking ball to Meach is a ball. He steps right into the box. Hit lifted into right field. Nobody near it. That's going to be a double for David Meach as Kevin Torres comes to the plate. Now batting Kevin Torres. Runner over at second. Parrish deals. Goes foul. Heard a loud clashing noise. Hope everything's all right. One strike. Runner over at second. The 0-1. A little inside. Ball one. Parrish, who we've seen change his tempo at the mound multiple times, deals again. Ball two. 2-1 your count. Runner over at second. Torres sits in position. Parrish checks back at second. He deals. Gets one across the meat of the plate. Strike two. Checks back over at second. Torres will get a piece of it. Count remains 2-2. No outs on the board. The 2-2. That's a high ball three. The payoff. Little confusion, but strike three, and the first out now on the board. I do want to apologize. It is the bottom of the sixth. Nate Cobb up to bat. The pitch. Quick throw over to first, good for out number two, but a runner makes his way over to third. Medlock up to bat. The pitch. High swing and a miss, strike one. Looks down. Deals. Clinked around. Strike two. The 0-2 skyrockets in the infield. Blevins with the catch. That's good for out number 3 as we move into the top of the 7th. Stick with us. Robert Bell now batting for CIU. 0-3 at the plate with a couple fly balls and a strikeout. Way outside, ball one, count 1-1. The dish. Skyrockets down the line. Wisner reaching into foul territory. He'll get the out. 1 out now on the board. Grant Bodison, the shortstop, who is also 0-3 at the plate, struck out swinging in the first. Made it to the base. To check that. He did make it to first on an error. And then did get out with a line drive to first. Two and one the count. The pitch comes. Line judge checks. No. It'll be ball. 3 balls. Damon deals on the inside. Ball 4. Avery Blevins. Damon. The wind starting to pick up. He deals inside. Strike one. Runner over at first. Damon deals into the dirt. Ball one. Once across the board, it is the top of the seventh. Your Bluefield University Rams trail 5-3 to the CIU Rams of Columbia International out of Columbia, South Carolina, where it once was home to multiple NAIs. Of course, Columbia College and AAC foe, along with Columbia International. The pitch. 2-2 the count. Allen University, now a Division II school, was a member of the Appalachian Athletic Conference up until 2 years ago during the Corona year, as they say, where all of these athletes were given an extra year of eligibility if they participated in this one season. Damon deals. Swung on. Quick throw over to second. Then to first, all around the horn. Good for the 6. 5-4-3 double play. And we'll move into the bottom of the 7th. It's the 7th inning stretch. We're going to thank all of our sponsors. Since 1984, Scope Construction has led the way in innovative commercial construction solutions for West Virginia and Virginia. Scope Construction, proud sponsor of Bluefield University Athletics. Make your next event special with Chick-fil-A at the Mercer Mall catering. The Chick-fil-A Mercer Mall locations offers options such as nugget strip salads and boxed meals. Chick-fil-A, eat more chicken. Gigabit Networks offers broadband internet speeds faster than an outdated phone company, DSL, and comparable to cable with no data caps. Gigabit Networks going further with the Rams. Duchess Dairy offers whole 2% chocolate milk and drinkable yogurt at the heart of the plant in Rural Retreat, Virginia. Duchess Dairy, the Rams' choice for milk. Since 1989, Black Tie Charter has gone the extra mile to provide its clients with exceptional service. The Rams ride with Black Tie Charters. The Grind, one of the spring cheese to offer regional flavors while employing a unique culture around their brand. The Grind never stops. We appreciate all of you guys tuning in for this contest of the first of the series here at home. Of course, tomorrow there will be a doubleheader. First game starting at noon. Second, 30 minutes to follow the ending of game 1. Softball also. But we also want to wish some luck over to a couple other teams as Max Aristi makes his way onto the plate. Crack of the bat. Quick throw over to first. He'll be out. Want to wish some luck to the men's and women's tennis team who are collecting 3 matches against 3 separate teams this weekend. Recenter now up. And I'm trying to remember. I believe they play West Virginia Wesleyan, Davison Elkins, and Reinhardt in 3 days starting tomorrow. And then I also want to wish luck to the track and field team, who is either at Columbia International or Washington and Lee. I've been told 2 completely different things. Pitch coming up. It's a bright day as these clouds start to dissipate. Count now runs 2-0. First strike now on. The 2-1. Floats back. Almost hits me in the press box. Thankfully, I've got a net and a window to protect me. Thankfully. The pitch comes. Low into the dirt. Brings the count up to full. The payoff coming for Genter. That'll be a quick out over at first. 2 outs on the board here in the bottom of the 7th. Reese Genter now up to bat. Breaking ball goes foul. Looks like they're going to be trying to get some defensive easy outs, and they will. Out number 3, tacked on the board, will move into the 8th here on the Rams Digital Sports Network. Roy Taman on the mound here in the top of the 8th. Apologize for those technical difficulties. Bryce Alexander over at first. Rodrigo Rodriguez. Damon deals, shows bunt. Bunt goes foul. Strike 1. Another reaching strike. Strike 2. The 0-2 coming up. Swung on. It's deep. Runner trying to get over to his second in time. He will. Runners now at second and third. No outs on the board. as the junior outfielder from Piedmont, South Carolina, up to bat. One 0 the count. Bases have 2 on. Willis up to bat. The pitch. He'll get a piece of it. It'll go foul. That pitch is way outside. 2-1. Next pitch. He deals. Ball 3. Three balls, one strike. Now the bases are loaded after the base on ball. Bases are loaded. As number 27, Shane Hammonds, the senior from McBee, South Carolina. Now to position, count now 0-2. Timon deals on the outside corner, strike 3. And it'll put the first out on the board as Joshua Hernandez steps into the box. Bases remain loaded. Be extremely encouraging if the Rams can keep it that way. Swung on right to Torres. Gets the out to second. Throw over to first. He'll get it. That's good for 2 outs. The double play. And the Rams move to the bottom of the 8th here on the Rams Digital Sports Network. Bottom of the 8th, Rams steal trail 5-3, but the Rams got out of quite a pickle after leaving the bases loaded. They get the 3 outs they need. The opening pitch of the inning, Elijah Lewis, it swung on deep down the alley, but good for the first out as Taylor Moe steps up to the plate. Parrish in for his 8th inning. Check swing holds up. One ball. And a strike. The 1-1. He deals. Big swing and a miss. Strike 2. One and two the count. No runners on. 1 out. The pitch. Little outside, ball 2. Two. High fly ball on the outside of the third base line. Gonna drop foul. Count remains 2-2. Three and two, the count, the payoff. Soon to follow suit. Parrish clasps his hands, he deals. Moe gets a piece of it. Count remains 3-2. Everybody regains position. The pitch. Moe gets a piece of it once again. And the payoff, part 3. Parrish to home. Big swing and a miss. Strike 3. 2 outs now on the board as David Meach comes up to bat. Breaking ball. Gets to the base hit for David Meach. Torres now coming up to bat. 2 outs, runner over at first. Got a piece of it. Strike one. The pitch. Line drive to second. They'll grab the easy out. Puts Bluefield away, and they'll move into the top of the ninth on the Rams Digital Sports Network. Tyler Lowry, T. Lau. Now the cleanup pitcher for the Rams. Does a good job of getting those 3 outs you need, especially on the mound. Rams have a couple options when it comes to stuff like that, though. So I appreciate you guys sticking with me through this single game. Buddy Bleasdale now up to bat. Lowry deals his first pitch of the day. Strike one. So one goes ball. Rams currently get 1 out on the board. Only 2 more to put themselves in prime position to take the lead in the bottom of the ninth. 1-0 the count. T. Lowry garnering one of the coolest mustaches I've seen in my entire life as he deals this breaking ball for strike one. Strike two. Lowry clasps the hands. He deals into the dirt. Ball 2. Pierce down to home. Tyler Lowry. Low into the dirt. Ball 3. Count runs full. The pitch. Line drive over to first. Quick and easy out for Taylor Moe. First pitch, ball. 1 balls, no strikes, 2 outs. Rams need 1 more to put it away. The pitch. Outside. Ball 2. Pitch comes. Way outside, ball 3. Finally gets that strike. 3-1. The 3-1 coming up. He deals into the dirt for ball 4. Now a runner over at first. Avery Blevins now batting. One and one the count. 2 outs. Runner over at first. The pitch. He deals. Gets a piece of it. Veers. Strike 2. The pitch. Into the dirt. Going to try to steal second. He'll successfully do it. Ball 2. 2-2-2. And a runner over at second. Swung on. Goes deep into the outfield. Runner's going to come home and tried to throw it in. Not going to be successful. And a runner over at first. 6-3. 2 outs. Breaking ball coming up. Maldonado. It's hit, but the quick grab in the outfield sends it to the bottom of the ninth. We'll be back here shortly on the Rams Digital Sports Network. The Rams need 4 runs to win it, 3 to send it into extra innings. Nick Cobb coming to bat. Breaking ball. Line drive over to first. Pitcher with the grab. He'll trot over it right before Cobb gets there. 1 out, tacked on the blue field is Bryce Medlock now batting. Then, of course, we'll move ourselves back to the top of the lineup with Max Aristi, who's currently now on deck. Breaking ball. It goes deep, deep, deep into center field. Is he going to get it? And the center fielder in Willis comes up with the grab for out number 2. Rams trail by 3. Now have 2 outs on the board as we move back to the top of the lineup with Maximo Aristi. Pitch comes low and inside, ball 1. Count runs 1-1. The pitch, big swing and a miss, strike 2. He gets a piece of it. Count remains 1-2. Swung on to short. Quick throw over to first. That's going to be it. Ladies and gentlemen, that's your ball game. I appreciate you guys so much for joining me. Please tune in tomorrow. I sadly won't be on air with you guys, but of course, it's going to be some fantastic baseball. Of course, I'm Jackson Bass. Thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and take it easy, Rams fans.